In this video, we are going to discuss about built-in string methods or functions in Python programming. In the last video, we have seen about the basics of strings in Python, such as string definition, string initialization, accessing a string, as well as basic operations on the string, such as concatenation, repetition and slicing. Whereas in this video we are going to discuss about the built-in string methods which are available in Python. Here the methods are similar to functions, but the major difference between method and function is we can call a function directly without using an object. Here length, max and min are functions. Why? Because we can call these three directly without object, whereas the remaining all are methods. Method means we can call the method with the help of the object. Like let here the name of the string is yes, so yes is equal to hi, so we can call the method with the help of this yes, so yes dot upper. So this is nothing but a method, whereas length, max and min are functions. So in order to call the function, there is no need to use any object. We can pass the object as the parameter. So now let's see all the methods one by one. So totally there are 34 methods are there. We will discuss all these methods in this video one by one. The first method is capitalize method. It is useful in order to make the first letter of the text as uppercase letter. We have a string like this. S is equal to hi, hello, hi, hello. Next, s dot capitalize. So whenever capitalize method is invoked, then what will happen is the first letter of the text will be printed in uppercase letter. So here the output is this h will be printed in uppercase letter, whereas the remaining all are same. This h is also lowercase letter. So to capitalize the first letter of the text, we uses the capitalize method. And after that, if you display yes, then what will happen is the initial string will be printed. That means this hi hello will get printed. This hi hello won't get printed. Why? Because strings are immutable. Once the string is created, it is not possible to perform any modifications on the string. If we want to store this result in some other string, just use a statement like this. S1 is equal to s dot capitalize. Now if you display S1, then this hi hello will get printed. Now let's see about the next method, that is center method. Center method is useful in order to display the string in center position. Let's take an example here. Let the string is like this. Let the string is hi, s dot center of. Here the syntax is it accepts two characters. The first one is width. So first we have to specify width, and the second one is which character. By using which character we have to fill. So this is called as fill character. So whenever we execute this statement, then a width of 9 characters will be allocated like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A 9 characters will be allocated, and here the string will be displayed in the center position. That means from 4 to 6 the string will be printed, and here the stars will be printed in left side as well as right side. So in place of star we can use some other symbol also. This star is called as fill character, this 9 is called as width. Now let's see about ljust. Ljust stands for left justification. Left justification. Let us consider the same string here, 9 comma star. Then what will happen is 9 characters width will be allocated. Left justification means what will happen is the output will be printed in the left side, and the remaining characters are filled with stars. So the remaining 6 characters are filled with stars. And the next one is OR justification. So OR justification is reverse to the left justification. Here the output is printed in the right side, and the first 6 characters are filled with stars. So this is about center, left justification and right justification. Now let's see about count method. So let's see about count method. So still we need to discuss several methods. So count method. So let S is equal to hi hello, count method, s dot count of. Count method is mainly useful in order to find out how many times this substring is present in the main string. So here this h means it is string only. Why? Because in Python string means a single character or a collection of characters which are enclosed in quotations. In place of single character we can use multiple characters also. It is our choice. So how many times h is present in the given string? 2 times. So we will get output as 2. If we want, we can supply 2 more parameters here. The first parameter is starting position. Let the starting position is 0. And the second parameter is length of the string. What is the length of the string? So 3 plus 5, 8 plus 1, 9 characters. So it will start from 0 onwards and continue till we get 9th character. And it will search how many times this h is present. So this is h is present what? 2 times. Let us assume that instead of 0 start position, we have given 1. So now the searching will start from 1 index onwards. So from 1 to what is the length here? 8 characters. So now we will get output as 1. Why? Because here we are searching from first index onwards. So from first index to 8th index, we will have only 1 h. So we will get h as the 1 as the output. Now let's see about starts with method. It is useful in order to check whether the string is starting with the corresponding prefix or not. So this prefix is nothing but substring. So HA. So here this prefix, this substring, here this main string, this line of text is starting with this substring or the prefix. So it will return true as the output. Okay. Whereas let us assume that I have given HI here. Here this main string is not starting with this substring. So it will return false as the output. In true, T is uppercase letter. In false, F is uppercase letter. If we want, we can provide starting index as well as the length also. Here the length is 9 characters. Let the starting index is 2. So from 2 to we have 7 characters. So now it will start searching from second index onwards. So from the second index, it is not starting with HI. So the output, what is the output we will get? We will get false as the output. Now let's see the next method, that is ends with method. So it is useful in order to check whether this string is ending with this suffix or not. So here the string is ending with hello, ELLO, LLO, wo, LO, like that we can give. So it is ending with LLO, so it will give true as the output. If we want, we can give starting position as well as length also. Now let's see about find method. Find method returns the position of the index position of the substring in the main string. Let here the string is I. so it will check the find method will returns the index position of the substring in the main string. So what is the index position of I? Here h index is 0, a index is 1, I index is 2. So it will give 2 as the output. If we want, we can start comparison from by specifying start value as well as end value also. Let us assume that here we have given 3. So 3 means from this space onwards it will perform the searching. So after that, after this space we don't have any I. So find method will returns -1 value. So if the substring is not present in the main string, it will returns -1 value. So s dot find of, let's take another example, j comma j. Here this j is not present in the main string, so it will returns -1 value. And the next one is r find. So r find is a reverse to the find method. So instead of searching from the 0th index, it will start comparison from the last index onwards. So here let us give h here. So here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Okay. So r find means it will start searching from this last index onwards. So from the last index we will get this first h. This h as the first one. So what is the index of this h? We will get 4 as the output. Whereas if the substring is not present in the main string, it will give -1 as the output. Now let's see about index method. Index method also returns the position of the index position of the substring in the main string. So what is the index of I? 2. So H index 0, A index 1, I index 2. So we will get 2 as the output. But the major difference between find method and index method is, if we use find method, if the substring is not present in the main string, it will return -1 as the output. Whereas if we use index method, then it will displace an error, an exception as the output. If the substring is not present in the main string, when we use the index method, then it will produces an error. Okay, and here we can supply starting position as well as end position, that is length also. In place of index we can use R index also. So R index means what will happen? Instead of searching from 0th index onwards, it will start the searching from the last index onwards, reverse index onwards. So here we have H at 4th position, so we will get 4 as the output. Now let's see about the remaining methods. So what is the next method? All num method. So let us see the remaining methods. So the next method is all num method. So let the string is like this: s is equal to hi. So s dot all num method. So here all stands for alphabet, num stands for numbers. So it is useful in order to check whether all the characters of the string are either alphabets or numbers. If the string contains either alphabets or numbers, then it will produces true as the output. It will produces true as the output. Whereas if the string contains other than alphabets and numbers, it will produces false as the output. Now let's see the next method, that is digit. Digit method is useful in order to check whether all the characters of the string are digit or not. If all the characters are digits, it will return true as the output. But here all the characters are alphabets, so it will return false as the output. Let we have a string like this: s is equal to 1, 2, 3. Then it will produces true as the output. S dot is method will produces true as the output. Why? Because here all the characters are digits only. Now let's see the next method, that is lower method. Lower method is useful in order to check whether all the characters are lowercase or not. Here let the string is s is equal to hi. Here all the characters are lowercase letters only, so it will returns true as the output. Now let's see about is upper. It is useful in order to check whether all the characters of the string are uppercase or not. But here all the characters are lowercase only, so it will produces false as the output. Let's see the next method, that is space method. It is useful in order to check whether all the characters are spaces or not. Here the string contains spaces only, so it will produces true as the output. Next one is upper, already discussed it. And the next one is length method. Here length, max and min are called as functions. Why? Because we can call these functions directly without invoking the object. Okay. So here let the string is hi. So len of s. So len of s means s contains how many characters? 3 characters. So it will produces 3 as the output. Next one, max of s. It will returns the highest ASCII value character. So between h, a and I is having higher ASCII value. So we will get I as the output. Next one is min function. It will returns lowest ASCII value character. Between h, a and I, a is having lower ASCII value. So it will returns a as the output. Now let's see the next method, that is lower method. Lower method is useful in order to convert uppercase characters of the string into lowercase. If the string already contains lowercase characters, then there is no change. So whenever we use lower method, then uppercase characters are converted to lowercase. This hi is in uppercase, so it will be converted to lowercase, and these are nothing but lowercase only, so there is no change. So next one, s dot upper. It is useful in order to convert lowercase characters of the string to uppercase. If the string already contains uppercase, there is no change. Here the string is this one. So uppercases, there is no change here. And lowercase characters, hello, will be printed in what? Uppercase characters. Next one is z field. So s dot, let s is nothing but hi. So s dot z field of, let the width is 9 characters. Then what will happen is, here z stands for 0. Here the length of the string is 3. What is the width here? 9. So 9 characters width will be allocated here. And what is the length of the string? High. So high will be printed here. Initially zeros will be printed. Okay. Initially we will get 6 zeros and after that high will be printed. So Z means left justification, we will get zeros here. And the next one is each strip. Each strip. So let us see those functions now. We have still some 5 more functions. We will discuss all those functions now. So S is equal to, here we have a string like this, high. So before high we have some leading spaces. After high we have some trailing spaces. So S dot strip. So whenever we use a strip method, then what will happen is the leading spaces as well as trailing spaces will be stripped, will be removed. So we will get this high as the output. Next one, S dot left strip, L strip. So leading strip. So whenever we use this function, then all the leading spaces will be trimmed. We will get the trailing symbols as it is. And the next one is S dot R strip. So whenever we use this function, then what will happen is the trailing symbols will be printed. The trailing symbols will be removed and the leading symbols will be as it is. Next one is replace method. Let the string is like this, S is equal to high. So replace method is useful in order to replace the old string with new string. So S dot replace of H comma O. So this H will be replaced with O. So we will get O A I as the output. Next one is S dot swap space. Let the string is like this, H A I, hello in lowercase. S dot swap case. So whenever this statement is executed, then uppercase characters are swapped with lowercase characters. Lowercase characters are swapped with uppercase characters. So this high in uppercase will be displayed in lowercase. This hello in lowercase will be displayed in uppercase character. And the next one is split function. It is useful in order to split the given string based upon a delimiter, based upon a symbol. Let the string is like this. S is equal to hi, hello. So S dot split of, let us assume that we have some space here. Then based upon this space, it will be splitted into several strings. So it will be stored in a list. So the first string will become hi, whereas the second string will become hello. So based upon the this space separator, we have performed the splitting. Let us take another example. S is equal to H plus A plus I. S dot split of plus. Then based upon the plus, the splitting will be done. So we will get the output as H. First string is H. So based upon this plus, the second string is A, the third string is I. So this is about split function. Next one is join function. Join function is useful in order to join two strings. Let the first string is like this. S1 is equal to high. Let the second string is S2 is equal to plus. S2 dot join of S1. So whenever this statement is executed, then what will happen is after every character of H, this S2 content will be joined. So first, what is the first character of H? H will get printed. Next S2 content will be joined. Next second character of S1, A will be printed. Next this will be joined. And this is the last character here. After the last character, nothing will be joined. So join is useful in order to join two strings. Next one is we have title. So first let's see about title. So title means S is equal to, if the first character of every string is uppercase, then it is called as title. So H in uppercase, high. So the remaining all are lowercase only. So this H is uppercase letter and this H is uppercase letter. So S dot title. So S dot title means what will happen? Let us assume that here we have given all the characters as lowercase letters. All the characters as lowercase. So whenever we use S dot title, then what will happen is the first character of hi as well as the first character of hello will be printed in uppercase letters. So that is about what is title. Let here the string is like this, hi, hello. Now let's see about S dot is title. It is useful in order to check whether the string is in title format or not. Here the first character first letter is uppercase letter. The first string first letter is uppercase letter, as well as the second string first letter is uppercase letter. So it will return true as the output. And the last one is identifier. It is useful in order to check whether all the characters are identifiers or not. Identifier means some alpha bits. Okay, we have some alpha bits as well as we can have some digits, and it accepts only one symbol, that is underscore. Let us assume that here we have hi hello. So here all are letters only. Is identifier means it will return true as the output. So this is about various built-in string methods or functions which are available in Python.